I have plenty to say, and most of it will get me into trouble.
We'll just move on then and say some might think that the weather stinks too. Right now, it's really going to be muggy out there for you the rest of the week.
It's certainly a pile of something.
And that's not the story you want before talk about a hot stretch of weather either. So, I mean, we can keep going with this, but let's just get on into this forecast here. Radar tonight, right now, relatively quiet around our neck of the woods. So, you know, we've kind of spoken about this several times now here into the summer, where when we're on the edge of a big dome of intense heat that really is centered out to our west, that leaves us susceptible to clusters of showers and storms, but the difficulty is in timing and tracking them. And you know what? Heading into the overnight and eventually into your Thursday is no different scenario. So storms have finally got going to our north tonight. However, I'm not 100% confident that it's our problem. I think there's a fairly good chance that a lot of this scoots its way into central Ohio, and we actually avoid storms down here along the Ohio River tonight. I have to keep the chance in there overnight tonight because I can't really say with 100% confidence in either direction, but I'll explain why that's important here coming up in just a moment. Right now, though, we've got a very warm night out there. It still feels, even with the sun having been down 3 hours now, it feels like it's still in the mid-80s for a lot of us. And I think that just speaks to how quickly it will get hot tomorrow morning for us. So with that in mind, we do have a heat advisory in effect for the entire WLWT viewing area. Heat indices are likely to top out somewhere between about 100 and 105. So, as we've been saying, it's a tug of war between the heat and the storms that want to drop in here and help temper the heat just a little bit for us. So, what I know for sure is that humidity-wise, it's going to be oppressive. Tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday. The next 3 days are going to be uncomfortably humid and quite hot. We'll get some relief in here by Sunday. By the time you wake up on Sunday morning, it will feel a lot better for us. So we had some scattered showers this evening try to work their way through the area. But again, we're on the edge of the heat dome, and as a result, we need to watch this cool front because it's going to try to sag its way south tonight. These storms up here in northern Indiana and Ohio, they're not very impressive, and they're already starting to lose steam. That will lend itself to tomorrow's forecast, right? So there should be a big question mark overnight. Because if we don't get the overnight showers and storms around here, that will likely set us up for a round of strong to severe storms tomorrow afternoon and evening that could certainly pose a wind threat and a flood threat. And then we'll need to keep an eye on Friday, too, as there could be another big cluster of storms coming our way with the threat for damaging wind. So, again, if we don't get any rain overnight tonight, then boom to storms tomorrow afternoon and evening, and then probably more severe weather on Friday for us. Let me show you Futurecast here. Notice if I move to the other side, you'll even see that stuff in northern Ohio kind of zip its way into central Ohio. So that leaves us quiet overnight tonight and off to a very hot start tomorrow, very quickly too. But as we head into the early afternoon, given the intense heat and humidity, storms are likely to develop along that cool front I showed you. And those storms will be very intense. With the heat and humidity of the afternoon, they'll be loud, there'll be big wind makers and heavy rain makers that drop through the area through tomorrow evening, and then eventually things will settle down and we'll wait to recharge again Friday afternoon and evening. So right now we're at 80 officially. Part of the reason why temperatures won't drop much tonight, that southwest wind. Just about everyone is still within a couple of degrees of 80 here tonight. So it's a very warm night, and again, I don't think there's much overnight thunderstorm activity. I think we probably wait till tomorrow to get in on big storms. But we'll keep the chance in there overnight. Warm and humid tomorrow, around 90. It will feel like it's in excess of 100 with those storms, especially in the afternoon and evening. And I don't have to tell you, with the intense heat and humidity, those storms will be intense and loud. Here's your 7-day forecast. All right, Friday, Saturday, all weather impact days as we keep the threat for storms and heat in here into the first half of the weekend.
Kevin, thank you. Good news today.